This is Madden 19.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Tight right. Solo out there. Check the outs out there.
Done. 120.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Done. 120.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Fights through, and now a crease. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
180.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Blitz.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
Still second down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. They'll try the air now with Goff. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
180.
Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
On now is the big leg of Greg Zuerlein. He has hit from as far as 61 away in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Well, partner, as the Cowboys come back out here, I want to ask you to assess the season. The first couple months of the year for Dallas starting to look like they'd be sitting at home in January. Then the Amari Cooper trade comes. They breeze through November unbeaten, part of a 5-game winning streak. But then, a real head-scratcher, Week 15, they get shut out in Indianapolis.
You just wonder if all the wins that got them there, those 5, which were all tough, physical, hard-hitting battles, if it took a little bit out of them before they went on the road and lost Indianapolis in Week 15. But if they get to the playoffs, which it looks like they're going to, are they a threat to New Orleans? Are they a threat to Los Angeles? Are they a threat to Chicago? To me, they are only if it's a low-scoring, physical affair. That's when Dallas plays at its best, and that's what they'll have to do to reduce some of those high-flying teams like New Orleans and Los Angeles.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. The give is to Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Swing to the field, right. To the right. Hey, we got 3 out. There we go. Wide,
A 1st down carry for Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Woo! You got it. Hey, 47. 26.
They keep it with Smith on 1st down. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Go. Get out there.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Smith trying to run for it. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. We're back to Arlington in just a moment. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
Partner, wasn't that long ago that I talked to these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game. You can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Well, Charles, help me break down the Rams here as we get to the home stretch of the season, because they still have one of the best records in the NFL. But after that wild Monday night win over KC on November 19th, haven't looked as sharp.
And sometimes when you have a streak that they carry around and they're playing at such a high level offensively, any dip looks like the worst dip in the world. But they have had their struggles. Quarterback Jared Goff, his quarterback rating at Chicago and then again against Philadelphia in Week 15 definitely took a hit. They have not been the team we have seen before, and teams have figured out a little bit of a formula to make it harder on them offensively. But I wouldn't put it past head coach Sean McVay to get it figured out and get that team back on track. Because once they hit the playoffs, I still think they'll be a team that no one really wants to play. I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down, they hit them with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. From the gun, here's Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And out now come the Cowboys. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Get out.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Prescott to throw it. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. That one complete to Elliott. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
47.
On 3rd down, Elliott. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
36. Run.
Prescott to throw on 4th. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Well, right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now a 1st down throw, gone. He couldn't quite hold it, got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
White 20.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
A shotgun snap for Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. To the air again, Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
180. Let's go.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
It's caught left side by Cooks. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Black 20.
On 1st and 10, Goff. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
180.
Now Goff on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10. Goff again. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's coming now. 3 down. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide 80.
Final play of the half, Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here we go.
A give to Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. The tackle there by John Johnson.
Okay, we got four. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
But depending on the team, they'd call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. A second down throw for Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, 46. 46.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Dante Fowler in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
We go, son! 120!
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Black 20!
Gurley again here on first down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
White 20!
On first down, it's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reynolds. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
We got 4. We got 4.
Here's Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... You know, you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw is Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there. Slam!
This is Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Kill.
Here we go. Go on to 54. Go on to 54. Wide 80.
Hey, 96 is coming.
26.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Here we go. Wide 80. 26.
He's going to get it running right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Hey, switch.
58's to Mike. 58's to Mike.
Here we go. 46.
Check out.
26.
Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
4 down. Alert.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation.
3 down.
Throwing here, Prescott. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Single. Got a single in the slot. 17, guys. Shot.
After the interception, here's Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Now a first down throw. Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Reynolds. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Goff on first down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. And it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Black 20.
Again, Goff. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath. Twisting away. There he goes again. And he's into the clear. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. No problem there on the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The defense for the Cowboys getting set to go. Really, the only thing left here to figure out is whether or not they can finish off the shutout, because the game, that's out of the question.
And unlike baseball, where you never mention the possibility of a no-hitter until it actually occurs, in this case, they can see a shutout is within grasp. That's what they're talking about out there right now. Don't give up any points. Let's finish this thing off.
How big is that for a defense to take a shutout into the next week?
It's absolutely huge. You just feel better about everything that you do, everything about your teammates, everything about your squad. It's massive.
Alert 16! Alert 16!
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Here we go. 180.
Out of the gun. Goff. To the sideline. And wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he's going to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might
False
have
start,
moved.
offense.
And that'll set them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Here we go. 180.
Hey, we got 3 down. 3 down.
From the gun, here's Goff. They got a man, it's Woods. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Watch left. He's tight right there.
That. White 20.
On 1st down, Goff.
Show it up.
Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
White 20.
Back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
One last throw here for Goff. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.